Okay, in this example, we're going to dial up a phaser. We're going to start with something that's pretty typical of a stomp box phaser that was pretty common in the 70s, the MXR style phasers. And what we're doing is those were what are called like a four-stage phaser, meaning they only had four all-pass filters in there, which helped created these notches, which were not necessarily harmonically related because of where they set the center frequency for the all-pass filter would affect where that notch would happen. And what I'm doing is I'm setting the center frequency on this one around 340 hertz. That's just a frequency that sounds just tuned in by ear for me. That sounds reminiscent of the stopbox phasers. I'm just kind of tuning it, dialing it in by ear.
One of the interesting things I've noticed with this interface now is the change of phaser being frequency-based and the flanger was time-based.
Exactly, and that's because a phaser is created by using all-pass filters, which are frequency-based, and the flangers are done with the bucket brigade chip. At least the analog ones are done with the bucket brigade chips, which are delay lines, which, like you said, are time-based. So let's see if we can dial in that type of stop box phaser sound. And I'm going to go with a four-stage phaser. Like I said, it's kind of common for those stomp box style phasers. I'm going to use the analog switch here. The analog switch on Clearmountain phases just gives it, I think, a bit of a darker sound. I'm not going to use any feedback in this loop, again, because it's not something that was really present on the type of phaser that I'm tipping my hat to. LFO, I'm not doing anything there between the left and right. I want this to sound mono up the center. And I'm using, for the sweep, I'm 100%, the sweep here by 100% means that it's going to fully control the center frequency, how much it's going to move to, up and down. And I'm going at a very slow rate to really just kind of do that slow sweep to give me a nice slow phase sound. And I'm running this, I have the amp set up in a reamp mode where I've got the guitar going direct into Pro Tools, and I got Pro Tools feeding the amp in the other room. Then we got mic'd up on a high gain sound, so I can use this in front of the amp like you would use a stomp box. And then I've got that coming back, and then what I can do is I have the choice to even dial it in, tweak it even a little more, and then print it after the fact as well. But I'm just going to run this in one take, play it, because this is more just like a little effecty thing to kind of give you that swirly kind of phaser sound. And I'll give it a little delay, a little plate reverb. I've got a little Echoplex on there, and I've got the LX480 by Relab doing the fat plate, the 480L, just as a dark plate, just to give it a little bit of extra space. And I'm just going to kick this into record and then print it as is. All right, so grab the guitar, get this. You're gonna recognize this sound right away. I love this sound. Here we go. Right? Yeah, and that's pretty typical. It's like okay, right? A little nod, a little nod to Ed.
Do you want to indulge yourself anymore?
No, that's good. That's good. But that again, it just that's a really kind of, I would say cliche, but something that a lot of people think of for a stop box phaser. It's a very common sound that they think of when they think of a stop box phaser, right?
Yeah.